how's it going, class? Coach Joe here, and I hope you are ready to make learning fun. Today we're going to do a little bit of multiplication with some Mario Kart. We are going to focus on our 5, 6, and 7 times tables. Each time we answer 3 multiplication problems correctly, we get to eliminate a driver until we get to see who our racer's going to be. Well, if you're ready to get going, let's head over to the track and start with some multiplication. All right, here we are at the track, and these are our 4 possible racers. We have Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, and Bowser. One of these racers is going to be our choice for our race at the end of this class. Which one do you think it's going to be? Make your guesses, and we are going to head over to our first 3 multiplication problems. All right, take a look at the screen. We have 3 multiplication problems: 5 times 3, 6 times 4, and 7 times 5. I want you to pause the video, come up with your answers. You can use our number line if you want. After you have all of your answers written down, come back and we'll do it together. All right, you should have your answers written down. Let's get started first. First thing we're going to do is 5 times 3. So what does that mean? We can count by 5 3 times, or we can count by 3 5 times. Now, whenever I can count by 5, I like doing that the most. We're going to start at 0 on our number line, and we're going to count by 5 3 times. 5, that's 1. 10, that's 2. 15, that's 3. 5, 10, 15. 5 times 3 equals 15. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. Let's take a look at our next one. What do we have? 6 times 4. 6 times 4. Are we going to count by 6 4 times, or are we going to count by 4 6 times? I always like to count by the bigger number, the fewer amount of times. So let's count by 6 4 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're at 18. That's 3. We need to go 4 times. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I land on? 24. 6 times 4 equals 24. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. All right, here's our last problem here. 7 times 5. We're going to count by 5 7 times. Remember, whenever I can count by 5, that's always what I want to pick, because for me, I really like counting by 5s. We're going to start at 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3, just like we did in our first problem, is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. And one more. 5 times 7 is 35. Five times 3 is 15, 6 times 4 is 24, 7 times 5 is 35. If you got those right, give yourself a big thumbs up. Which driver is going to be eliminated? Luigi has been eliminated. So if you picked Luigi, you can pick another one of these racers. Is it going to be Mario? Is it going to be Peach? Or is it going to be Bowser? Let's take a look at our next equations. Let's take a look at our next set of equations. we have 5 times 8, 6 times 7, and 7 times 3. We're going to answer each of these, but before we answer them, I want to give you a chance. Pause the video, come up with these answers, and when you have them, resume the video, and we'll do them together. All right, we are going to start off with 5 times 8. So what do I want to do? I want to count by 5, 8 times. Let's start at 0, and let's do our 5 times tables. 5 times 1 is 5. Do it with me. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7, which we did before, is 35. And 5 times 8 is 40. So it's right over here. 5 times 8 is 40. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. Now let's take a look at 6 times 7. So for this one, since we want to work on our 6 times tables, let's count by 6, 7 times. Here we go. We're going to start at 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. And 6 times 7 is 42. So, when we do 6 times 7, did you get our answer of 42? If you did, give yourself a big thumbs up. Next, we're going to do our 7 times tables with 7 times 3. Here we are with our last equation for the round, 7 times 3. I want to do my 7 times tables 3 times. Do it with me. We're going to start at 0. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. And 7 times 3 is 21. So what do we have? 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 7 is 42. And 7 times 3 is 21. If you got them all right, give yourself a huge thumbs up. And let's take a look and see who is going to be eliminated. Princess Peach has been eliminated, and we are down to our final 2 possible racers. Will it be Mario or will it be Bowser? Make your final decision now, and we're going to head to our last 3 multiplication problems. Here are our final 3 equations. Once we finish these equations, we will see who our final driver is. First, we're going to start off with 5 times 9. Then we're going to do 6 times 8. And finally, we're going to do 7 times 7. I want you to pause the video. Remember, use the number line if you need to. Come up with your answers. And when you have them, resume the video and we'll do it together. You should have your answers written down. Let's start off with 5 times 9. And remember, I love counting by 5s, so I want you to count along with me. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. And 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 9 is 45. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. Let's take a look at our next problem. For our next equation, we have 6 times 8. I want to count by 6 8 times. So let's practice these times tables. We're going to start at 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. And what was I looking for? 6 times 8 is 48. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. And let's take a look at our last problem. 7 times 7 is our last equation. What does that mean? We're going to count by 7 times. We're going to start at 0, and let's do some multiplication problems together. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. And 7 times 7 is 49. So all of our answers were in the 40s. 5 times 9 is 45. 6 times 8 is 48. And 7 times 7 is 49. If you got all 3 of those right, give yourself a big thumbs up. And let's take a look and see who will be our driver for our Mario Kart race. And our driver is going to be Bowser. Bowser is going to be our racer for our Mario Kart race. Let's get Bowser ready in the car, and let's head over to the track for our race. Fantastic job today with our multiplication problems. We worked on our 5, our 6, and our 7 times tables. We earned our racer, who was Bowser, and we won our race. You did a fantastic job today. If you had fun, give me 2 big thumbs up, and I will see you next time for some more fun.